I'm Pern.
And I'm Dave.
Welcome to the show, where we talk about everything from movies, music, sports, and TV.
And stories from the rest of our lives.
Things we don't talk about are politics and religion.
And this is how we all stay friends.
Okay, let's talk. Dave, I'm sad.
I know you're sad.
It's our last October podcast, which means it's the end of our Halloween.
Well, I'm hoping we have another
Fest.
October, but this is this one.
For season one. This is
right.
Season one. Okay.
Season
we'll
one.
say for season one, but still, we're wrapping up. We did a whole month of October Halloween, Pern and Dave horror stuff. And believe me, this is a packed episode to get all the stuff in.
Cram it all into one.
The last horror stuff, not horror movie, just Halloween festive, yep. All of that fun fall Halloweeny stuff in one episode. I was on the drive home from work last night, and I thought about my kids and the costumes that they've worn over the years.
A bit of nostalgia.
Exactly, of things. And when I listened back to our podcast last week, I made the comment again about the zombies, and I hope their shoes are tied together. Yes. Because it'd be hysterical, them trying to come back to life. And the first Halloween costume I wanted to do for my twins when they were like 10 months old, they were almost a year old, or maybe 11 months. So they were actually up and toddler walking at that point, but they were like really unstable and like all over the place. And I told my wife that first Halloween, well, it was technically their second Halloween, that I wanted to paint them up and dress them up like little zombies.
Right.
And then go trick-or-treating with them, because they're all off balance and they're slow and like you're like herding cats and like they're all over the place. I'm like, they would be the two cutest zombies
of course
ever, because they're at that age where they just naturally don't have balance yet, and they're just like trick-or-treat. Oh, I mean, they weren't quite talking. I mean, maybe they were talking yet. Some words were coming out, but not trick-or-treat yet. But I just thought it would be hysterical to paint them up and dress them up like zombies for that first Halloween that they were walking, because it just seemed natural. But then my wife made the comment, and I was a stay-at-home dad with the kids, and I went to Target to get Halloween costumes. And my wife said, well, just go pick them, Halloween costumes, at Target. And I was like, well, what should I get for my daughter? And she goes, just get her like a princess costume or something, like whatever. And I'm like, okay. So the costume I came home with was baby Princess Leia.
Okay.
Because she said a princess costume.
Right.
Now,
that's true.
Of course, she was thinking like Disney princess like Cinderella or something. Yeah, like, and I'm like, no, well, of course, I'm a Star Wars geek. She said a princess costume. I got her.
Did follow the rules.
I got her the little Princess Leia white outfit with the bun ears wig that goes on. So, and I have this picture of my daughter when she was just one, and for the first Halloween that she's standing there and she's in her little Princess Leia with the bun muffin side hair and all that, and it's just the cutest picture ever, and I was just one of those, like, absolutely loved it. My daughter's always been, I don't know, she's always had great costumes, even though that's the one I bought for her, like, because even though I was like, yeah, get her a princess costume, I'm like, got her Star Wars. Anyway, not years ago, I guess it was just 2 or 3 years ago, my daughter decided she wanted to go trick-or-treating as Crazy Cat Lady.
Oh, okay.
So she borrowed one of my wife's like white robes, and my wife actually sewed on like the little like Beanie Baby size cats.
Right.
They weren't technically Beanie Babies, but they were that size, like little cats. Like she had them in her pockets, coming out of her pockets and sewn to her shoulder.
It's pretty good.
And then we did her hair up in rollers, and she put on like a pair of fake glasses, and she walked around with her coffee cup. And then her trick-or-treat, bag in the other, trick-or-treating as crazy cat lady.
That's pretty
Which
good.
I thought was, and she came up with that one on her own. That was hysterical. I'm like, I thought that's a good one. My son, 2 years ago, which was then his last year trick-or-treating, because he went out on top. With this costume, when he told me what he wanted, I totally brainstormed and made him his Halloween costume, and he wanted to be a Scotch tape dispenser.
Okay.
So and he was like 10, I think, at the time.
Right.
And then I made this costume out of like these huge pieces of cardboard, and I cut them into like, the like circle dispenser with the, the little part that comes out in the front. And then I used thin wood, like paint mixing sticks.
Yes.
To brace it because it was lightweight still.
Right.
And then I put like, some padding stuff. So the cardboard where he stuck his hands out through were the holes on the sides of the dispenser weren't
yes.
cutting into his shoulder. So I put some padding up there so it like rested on his shoulders.
Perfect.
And then I took plastic wrap. And I went to Costco and bought like, they have like the 2-pack of, plastic wrap for food,
Right.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I brought it home and I'm still like brainstorming this whole idea of this costume. And I brought it home from Costco. And I said, Miles, I got you plastic wrap for your costume. And he goes, what? I said, plastic wrap. You're going to be the tape. I'm going to wrap you up in the plastic wrap and then take it and then off the front of the dispenser. And you are going to be the tape in the dispenser. And he just goes, that is genius. And believe me,
a vision. Definitely a vision.
He got so many comments. People were driving by in cars going, hey, great costume, tape dispenser kid.
Tape dispenser kid.
Because I even like did the 3M logo on the side and the black lines through the green.
It's always good when it comes together.
And it was awesome. And I wrapped him in plastic wrap and then pulled the plastic wrap out to the front like it was coming off like you tear a piece of tape off.
Right.
And it was huge. And he went and trick-or-treated a mile around our neighborhood.
That's pretty good.
His costume as the Scotch
That's
tape
pretty
dispenser.
good. That's awesome.
And then the next year I was like, oh, well, what do you want to go for this year? He goes, oh, no, I'm retired.
Oh, that was
Like,
it.
I'm
I'm
like,
finished.
well,
You got to start
I was like,
off,
you've still
gotta
got-
end on a big note.
And I told him,
there.
I
That was
said,
good.
like, he's 10. I'm like, you've got another year or two. You can
At
trick or treat. He
least,
goes,
but-
no. I'm out. I'm good.
Oh, yeah.
I
Finish
went
on
out on
top. It's
top
always
with
good.
the tape,
Exactly.
Scotch tape dispenser costume.
Yep.
I still have it in my garage
That's pretty
too. I
good.
still have it,
That's
which
a
is
good
so
one.
funny. I put so much time and thought into that and painting it.
That's
and
pretty
all
good.
that stuff. And he loved it. And I've still one of my favorites.
It's been
So
so
do you
long.
remember-
It's been so long. I'm trying to remember stuff.
What, your daughter?
No, I have nothing.
Really?
I got nothing. I'm
Well,
awful.
she's
I
what,
have the worst.
23 now?
24.
24?
6.
26.
Oh, my God.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I've lost years. Sorry, Sid.
Wait,
Oh my
24.
gosh.
24. You're right.
Well, yeah. So yeah, you can't remember, 12 years ago, let alone
no, it's
or
98,
14 years ago.
24. So it's 26.
Oh, we're mathing?
Yeah, 98.
Oh, don't
yeah,
make me
my
math.
math was way off. It's 26.
Don't make me math.
She's 26.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yes.
So you can't remember any costumes that she had that,
I
were
can
like,
no, I mean, it's like
No.
she did witch, she did zombie
zombie
person.
thing. Okay.
Yeah, like one of the Disney kind of zombie.
Well, okay. So I know next week we'll be out of Halloween mode,
Right.
but maybe Lisa can remember what some of them are.
I
She
will
can-
put
and
her
she
on
can-
that.
She
And
can
I'll
tell
try
you,
to go
Dave, how
back
could you
into my,
forget ... year
Yeah,
when
exactly.
she was
I'll go back into my
pictures and stuff
yeah, my
and see what you can
archive
find
of pictures and see what we can find.
Okay, see if you can find. So we will revisit briefly back to Halloween in November
as a correction. How about that?
as a correction.
It'll
Well,
be
that little
correction of,
little asterisk is
trying
that
to
it's a
find it.
correction.
It's
Oh,
a
hey, we
it's
found out
gotta
what
be.
Sydney wore for
We
her
figured it
Halloween
out.
costumes.
Yes. Always good. But then again, it brings up that debate because, he retired at 10. But when is the real age? Like if you were saying, I've seen this kid and this kid is got to be in high school. Is that just way too much to come door to door trick or treating?
London stopped the same year Miles did because he's really tall. He's already over 6 feet tall and he's a freshman in high school. He was already 6 feet tall in middle school.
Right.
And so the last year
Seemed
he went
like he
trick or
was,
treating, he
cheating.
was, I think
But-
he was 12
Okay.
was the last year he went trick or treating. And,
Right.
and people answering the door were like, aren't you a little too old for this? Because he was so tall. I'm like, he's 12.
Yeah. So it looked like
He's
he
still
should
12.
be shaving, right? I mean, it's
He's not even,
it's one of those things.
yeah, he's not even a teenager yet.
Right,
He's 12. And and that embarrassed him.
Mm.
And so he, when he came home that night, he was like, Dad, I'll just hand out candy with you next year. And I was like, oh, like that's it? Like, just because, I don't know. I know
I get that.
because parents had made a comment, aren't you too old? I'm like, he's 12.
That's not
yes, he's
right.
tall, but he's 12.
Still, but
Yeah, so Miles retired at 10 and hasn't trick-or-treated the past 2 years and won't anymore. And I think
Right.
last year was Jilly's last year that she was going. I think she's not going this year and she's 12 now, even though she could
So
still
maybe
go
that's
for
about
another
the time
year.
frame, but-
she could go,
when we got to handing out candy, there were some that just were way over. I mean, it was like, why are you guys here? I
Right.
mean, do you
'Cause
really
they're-
that hard up on getting candy?
yeah,
I mean,
and they're not even in
seriously.
costume. They just show up with
They show with a pillowcase and they're what in camos or something, and it's like, what are you doing? You're
I'm
not
like,
even.
are you just? Did you just leave
What?
soccer practice?
Yeah,
or something?
right. Or you're just
this is
walking
and you just
around.
walk around.
Yes,
and, yeah,
that's-
I gotcha. I hear you,
a
but
little
whatever.
too much, but
we
yeah,
always
make an
have way
effort
too
at
much
least,
candy,
for God's
and by
sake.
that point in the night, I'm like, get rid
You're
of
just
it.
throwing it.
So
Yeah, but okay.
Yeah.
And then what time is the cutoff?
So in our neighborhood, it usually starts around 6:30 because the sun is set by that point.
Right, because it's
And
yeah.
by 8, usually if it's a weeknight, a school night,
let's
8
say
o'clock,
it's a Thursday.
packed up, we're done. Lights off.
Really? What if it was
done.
a Saturday though?
Even I think the last time it was on a Saturday, it was maybe 8:30, and by 8:45, we were packing up and wrapped up and everything in by 9, and hadn't seen anybody in 10 or 20 minutes. We live in an area where, there's a mile around our street. It does a mile loop, and the houses are spaced out. They're not like right on top of each other.
There's a little walk from the road to the house.
Because we have a 300-foot driveway, but we always go down to the mailbox.
Oh, that's a good
so the kids
idea.
don't have to run up the because that's just they're already like walking over a mile, a couple miles. In our neighborhood because it's so spaced out
too.
But there are neighbors that they literally will throw their kids in the car and literally drive them door to door.
Right.
Because it is spread out. It's not like townhouses like where you can get 5 or 6 on a row or something.
Right.
It's
yes.
So we do get that, and like we have the the parents that have like the little trailer behind the truck that has like hay in it, and the kids 8 kids will jump off and like, hey, here you go. Yeah, so then they get trick or treat, and we give them all candy.
We did that when Sid was young.
Okay.
And she
you
had
remember
the trailer one.
Oh, you do remember
because
that.
Because I dressed up as a hockey player and wore my blades, and I was directing the kids with my hockey stick. I was like, "Go over this way, come on, let's go!" Because they come out, and then you gotta make sure they get to the one house because we are on 5-acre lots. In between each house, it was crazy. But we had one guy; he had the tractor, so he was pulling maybe 20 kids in this back of this tractor.
Mm-hmm.
They'd all pile out all at once, but then you all had to get them back into the damn thing. So I would, skate around and skate to the driveway and be
like
directing with my hockey stick. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I had my hockey mask on. So I had my jersey and a hockey mask and then my stick. But I was using the stick to direct the kids. So I was basically kicking them back into play.
Yeah.
Getting them over here, going over there. So yeah.
Because it's like wrangling cats. It is,
especially when they're super young and they really have no idea where they're going. Yeah. So yeah, so it was a lot of that. Oh yes, I remember that.
But days.
What she was wearing, I think she was a witch that year. Yeah,
a witch. How do you know she's a witch?
She's a witch
because she looks like one.
She turned me into a newt.
A newt. One time she turned me into a newt.
I got better.
But I got better. That's funny.
Yeah.
And I'm also sad. Cool. So the other sad thing that I'm sad about is I really want to go see Terrifier 3 again.
Already.
I do.
That was just last week. It felt like it's been a year since we've seen it, but it was just last week.
I want to go see it again.
Oh, my goodness.
I want to see it again.
Well, you need to see all the nuances that you missed the first time, right?
Yeah. Yes, I want to go see it again. Yes. So I'm trying to figure out if there's a way I can sneak it in sometime in the next week and a half. Like maybe,
that's
I don't
awesome.
know. Sneak in
well, you better hurry.
3.
Because, I looked at the numbers. They're
well, okay, it did a 50% drop off.
Oh yeah.
Okay, are we going to get to box office now, or do you want to wait?
Do you want to?
Sure, let's run through.
We were kind of struggling
we are a little push your time because there's still a ton of stuff coming up.
Right. So I can throw them out
box
there
office real quick. So Terrifier 3 dropped 50%, which is normal for a second week.
Okay,
and it did 18.3 the previous.
And it's at 9.3 now.
And it did 9.3,
but it only dropped to 3. And that's the weirdest thing is Wild Robot jumped back up because
it's a kids movie. It's the only kids movie out right now.
Right. But Smile 2 came out too. So that actually
which, by the way, the Smile movies are distributed and made by Paramount.
Okay.
So Terrifier 3 was an independent film.
Exactly.
And also Smile 2 debuted in 3,700 screens.
Right.
Where they upped Terrifier 3 by 275 screens, and it's still not even at the 3,000 screens mark, and it's third place. So it's still making money, and it's now like the biggest money-making not rated film because it wasn't like R or, do they even still do NC-17? I don't remember.
Oh.
Anyway, it was not rated. So this is now the biggest not rated movie, that's made, the most money and blah, 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 and all that stuff.
Right. Yeah.
And where was Bad Boys on that list?
Not existent.
Oh, right, because that's now on Netflix. That came out on Netflix last week.
Popped out, yes.
Right.
And then you got Beetlejuice at number 4 with the $5 million. So it's still popping.
$5 million.
Still popping money.
There's a chance Beetlejuice might hit 300.
A Beetlejuice, yes,
It's close.
I have the overalls too. If you
what is it
needed
like
to see that
270?
one.
They're like
It's at
275.
284.
Yeah, 280. Yeah, there's a chance Beetlejuice might hit the 300 million mark. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
so
go
there's
Beetlejuice.
there could be some jumping there because Inside Out 2 was number 1 for the year at 652.
Yes, that crushed.
And then Deadpool at 636. So Deadpool's still
those were the two biggies.
charging.
Yeah,
So that may overtake Inside Out 2. But then Despicable Me 4 came in at 361.
which is respectable. That's
Right. So that's a good
Yeah.
high number 3. But then Beetlejuice is still 284. So I just don't know if Beetlejuice is going to be able to jump over.
I don't know
Me
if it'll catch Despicable, but I think it'll get to the 300 mark. And
Yeah. And
I'm
then the
hoping.
weirdest one was this Dune Part 2 got in at 282.
What?
I don't know.
I saw that. I didn't. Okay, so
I don't know.
the original Dune movie in the 80s with Kyle MacLachlan and
Yes,
Sting and
yes.
David Lynch directed. I'm a huge
one
David Lynch fan.
Really long movie for the time.
I fell asleep in the theaters watching that.
It was a long
I woke up at the
movie.
very end. I was with my friend Greg, and I woke
Yes.
up at the very end, and he was awake through the whole thing. And I had like fallen asleep at some point, and I'm like, oh yeah, that was really good. Okay, let's go.
Yeah,
Okay,
right. Yeah. That was for the time a long ass movie.
Oh yeah, wasn't it close
and
to 3 hours?
Well, they were trying to do as well. They wanted to do the book justice, basically.
Tried,
so there was a lot of stuff
tried.
that needed to be in it for the story to play out.
But then there was shit that just didn't make sense, and like
There was a lot. It was kind of all over.
So
And
I was
then-
never a Dune fan. So when the new Dune came out, part 1, I was like,
Why?
No. And then
I've done this.
Then Dune Part 2 came out, and everybody's like, oh, this is such a fucking great movie. And I'm like, but everybody said the first one was just
Yeah, so
and now
how
you're
could
saying
you
the
build
second
off
one's like
of that one?
amazing? Like, I don't
Yeah.
understand. And then there's still a third one, and then there's now a show coming on HBO Max as well, like
Right.
Dune Prophecies or something. Or
well,
I don't know.
strike while it's hot, I guess.
I
don't know.
guess. Okay.
Right.
So that was our box office wrap
yeah,
up.
that
real
was
quick?
it. That was it. That's all I
Okay,
got
gotcha.
for the movie stuff. So if you want to head back to, you were Mr.
Let's go back over
Handyman,
to
right?
Pern's
Yeah.
Handyman Corner.
Yeah,
Pern's
yeah.
Handyman Corner. We're not for hire.
No, please, no. I have enough to do. I don't need to be doing that.
I don't. Yeah, Pern.
Can we not? I have enough.
We've had this a project, and I think I mentioned it in the past. We have this house that has like these 5 pillars that go in front. They're on the front of the house, and the bases to them were wooden, and they had dry rotted out over the years
Right.
because our house was built like in the early 80s. And so the wood had rotted out and stuff, and it's been a project to do since probably April of this year.
Yep.
But then this summer it was so freaking hot and in the 90s and hundreds and then when my wife went to England to see Taylor Swift, I was like, okay, I'm going to get it done that week, and I didn't because it was 98 degrees and all week and it just was like and then I got sick, and then was all the other stuff that's happened since the fall started. And I finally got to it last week. So I asked Dave, back in, I don't know, April or something like that. Hey, I'm like, do you have a Sawzall or a reciprocating saw that I could borrow? Because I need to cut the bases off and then put, and he goes, yeah, sure. And it's been sitting in my garage literally all summer.
It was waiting. It was just waiting for that time.
For me to jump
get
into
right
action.
into it, and you got right into it. As soon as it cooled down.
Finally, over the past couple of weeks, yes, the temperatures have cooled
Dropped
down.
a lot,
Like
considerable.
under 60s, and during the day.
Parts. You had to wait for the parts too. Wasn't the bases not?
Well, yeah, I had to
found
go
them?
get the bases because not all the stores had them. I had to go to like 3 different Lowe's to find them because one had them and then one had them on clearance and the other one didn't. And then oh my God, that was a whole run around. Anyway, boring, blah, blah, blah.
But you finally got it.
I finally last week got the old bases cut out.
Yep.
My son came out and helped me hold the pillars in place while I, put the bottom new one in. And the new bases, they're not wooden. They're like a composite sort of, they'll last forever kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a portico is like that. It's a Fipon, basically.
Yes,
pressed
yeah.
foam.
Right. Or and it's sturdy and it holds and all that stuff. So, and then, because I had to sand it first and then prime it and then do that in the first steps. And then, so after I got everything cut, got everything in, my son helped with that and everything was in place on Saturday. When I finally got that done, I got the caulk around it, the sealant around, all the stuff filled, everything ready to go. I'm like, okay, now I just got to do the final painting of them. And that was going to be my plan for this coming weekend. And then Monday, the kids were off and I was like, hey, I said to my daughter, do you want to run over to Lowe's with me? I'm going to buy some paint. We're going to pick up some paint for the pillars. She's like, okay. And she's always up for an adventure to go out with me. So we went out, we got paint, came back. And then today, I, believe it or not, actually got up early for me, I should say, and was out there. And it took me 4 hours. And I painted the pillars and the bases and got them all done. And everything looks great. And I'm so proud of the work that I did, because I'm like, and I sent Dave pictures. I'm like, this is
I
as
got the
handyman as I
progression.
get. Like,
I got the
because I've
progression.
been
It was a
sending
flip book
updates.
of pictures. It looked really good. They were turning out really good.
They did.
And then when you got them all
Painted
put together, and then you
like,
caulked them all up, and you got them all sanded down, and then the paint. And in person they're so much better.
Yes, they do.
The pictures
Dave
did not
walked up
do
and
it
goes,
justice.
"Ooh."
They were very nice.
Yes, he was like, they look really good in person.
They looked really good. They did really good.
Like, Dave, stop stroking my pillars.
No,
Stop, Dave. Don't touch.
Just
The
making it worse.
The paint's not dry yet.
They're just
Dave.
Yes, they look really good. They looked really good.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No, it was
and
awesome.
so you put in a new window.
Oh, for God's sake!
You were busy this week too.
Again, the push for Christmas, right? This is one of the Christmas projects that needed to be done
Before Christmas.
Before the
right? HOA
before
party.
all the stuff. Yes. So what happened was the curtains above the kitchen were just kind of, I don't know, they were getting a little ratty, a little raggedy. Didn't need to be there. Get a little dusty, too dusty to clean, or just a mess, right? Just wrong place for curtains in that kitchen area. So they came off, and then there was a bright idea to put, I guess it's called a pediment above a window.
Is it a speech impediment?
No, it's more of a, it's a window pediment, and it basically just kind of goes over the window. It creates a shelf now.
Yeah.
And I've done it before. So this is number 3 on the pediment count in the house. So
and he still felt the need to come over and stroke my pillars afterwards.
It still,
anyway, okay, good. No, go
I'm
ahead.
always
Go
good
ahead.
for a good pillar.
Go ahead. Hello.
But it took an afternoon, Sunday. Was it Sunday?
It had to have been Saturday, because
it had to be Saturday.
You sent me pictures right after I sent you. No, I guess it was Sunday, because you sent it the next day. You said, "Hey, I did a thing."
And this is the thing. Yeah. So it was a fiasco because I kept measuring too long. Like in normal, everything's too long.
Too long.
I measured long, so I had to cut it down. And then I finally got it all correct. And then I put it on the wall and attach it to the wall. And then today was the last part of caulking and getting it all ready. So it is ready for paint now.
Nice.
And so,
Well,
we're handy.
You're like a day behind me on
crazy
stuff.
handy.
That's on the project.
I'm just a little day behind.
Just a day behind.
Yes.
So tomorrow you'll be done painting?
But I didn't start in April. It started on
Okay.
Saturday.
Okay.
I'm just
fine.
saying. Just,
Fine.
But again, we're on a time crunch. So almost all of Christmas is up too, by the way. Just to
Almost all of it?
Almost all of it. And when I say almost all of it, I mean,
How many trees are up?
okay, let me double
8?
count. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's a 60-minute show, dude.
Six trees.
Out of 8?
6 trees, and the double tree, which is the arch.
Okay.
The arch isn't up.
Oh, the
yet,
arch
though.
is always, well, that's always the last thing you do, right?
And then there's a wreath tree too that still has to go up. So 6, 7.
So you should be done with
trees
that this
and the
weekend,
arch.
huh?
I would have to say that by the end of this week, the arch will probably be done.
Nice.
And and then I can close it off. Then outside Christmas goes, but that's not going to happen until like when
After
people
Halloween?
actually do Christmas decorating in like
The day after Halloween?
middle of November, probably.
Christmas music for me starts on November 1st.
Really?
Oh, absolutely.
Now,
like I will not listen to it at any other point during the year, but from November 1st to December 25th, Christmas music is all I listen to.
Really?
Absolutely. And
That's
SiriusXM
interesting.
has something like 80 channels of different Christmas, from the pop stuff to the
Nice.
classics to the whatever, and like so I've always got, and then Wash FM in DC starts the week
playing.
Before Thanksgiving.
Oh,
so
but
then
I can't stand
I have
Delilah. I can't.
Oh
Once
my
it
God,
gets
I'm
to like
with you
8
on
o'clock
Delilah.
at night,
Oh, I know.
have got to turn it off. I can't listen
so
to her.
here's what I do. Okay. So to know that I always have a good Christmas song pretty much on cue, when I get out of work, it's usually like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I will get in the car and I start it up, and my SiriusXM, I can pause it. So I will pause the channel, the Christmas channel.
Okay.
So, and it builds up. I can rewind back an hour or fast forward an hour if you pause it up to, it'll hold it for an hour.
That's perfect.
I press pause and then I turn on Wash FM, and I will listen to Wash FM until they play a commercial, because I can't stand listening to commercials on radio.
Okay.
And as soon as they play the first commercial, then I go back and unpause my SiriusXM, and then I've probably already got 2 to 3 songs built up.
Right.
So in case it's something that I really don't want to hear
You can
again,
push past it.
like if I don't want to hear the dogs singing Jingle Bells.
What?
No,
Those
they
are the
don't. I know,
best.
actually, those are the best. But SiriusXM does not play the Christmas shoe song.
Really? They don't?
They don't. Oh, that's a Wash FM thing.
That's just Wash FM. Oh, yeah. I can't stand that song. I mean, I get it, but I mean, come on.
Yeah. So they don't.
Do we need
Christmas shoes?
Tear jerking. Like,
and if anybody, I won't get into it, but if anybody, oh God, we're getting so far ahead to Christmas.
Oh, we are. We got to skip. We got to skip this.
Patton Oswalt, the comedian and actor,
yes,
he does a bit about the Christmas shoes in one of his stand-up acts that is so funny. Oh my gosh, you go find it. It is worth the listen. It just makes you laugh because Patton Oswalt is just hysterical, and he's from DC,
right?
And so he's a hometown boy of ours.
Perfect.
The Patton Oswalt doing the Christmas shoe story in his stand-up. Find it on YouTube or online. It is hysterical. Totally worth listening.
Right. And again, I have all this free time because of I'm not watching Big Brother anymore, so that's why I've got all these projects coming up.
It's funny, and I think I told you this. We record on Tuesday night, and I normally then edit it Wednesday night when I get home from work. Right. But because Big Brother's been on all summer, I then push it until like Friday night or Saturday night, and then I publish it on Sunday when I get home from work. So Monday morning it's out, and it's just like, because I've been delaying it, but now I'm back to my editing on Wednesday night, and then I'm like, oh, I don't have to think about the podcast for the rest of the week.
Right. Because you sent me the picture of the shot, and it was like Thursday or Friday, and I was like, well, that was quick. And that was the Terrifier one.
The Terrifier one that we just put up, with
I was like, wow,
Art the
that was
Clown
quick.
is the image. And I said, he goes, well, you're done already? I'm like, I know. I didn't have Big Brother to watch this week.
Yeah, that's right. You didn't have a distraction. That's why.
Didn't have Big Brother. Okay, so I have, one more thing before I get to a surprise. I do have a surprise coming, but I got one more thing too.
Okay.
So tonight, my wife had a parent night at school, and she's a teacher, so she had to go do that. And so I always get food with the kids. And we decided okay, let's get Burger King tonight.
Okay.
Because if you remember when I talked about the McDonald's thing, I don't remember, it was last week or the week before that, whatever, when they didn't give me my nuggets in it, and I ordered through the app.
Right.
So I was like,
she didn't get to eat.
Yeah, exactly. My daughter didn't get her dinner.
She didn't get food.
We decided let's get Burger King tonight. It's actually the closest thing. Plus I was definitely feeling lightheaded from all the paint fumes from painting for 4 hours, all these pillars and column bases and all that stuff.
Why use a mask?
Yeah. Exactly. It's fresh air. I'm outside. Speaking of, and I meant to mention this about the Terrifier 3 thing. So hold that thought. We'll get back around.
Okay.
In Terrifier 3, we didn't even mention the fact that he's running a gas chainsaw in a house, and then in the locker room, they all would have passed out from the carbon monoxide poisoning that was being put out by the chainsaw, because that chainsaw was smoking.
Exactly. I mean, now again, why wasn't, so again, he is also supernatural.
He's not human, because he's
I don't think the fumes are really going to affect him. But why wasn't everyone else passed out?
Why weren't his victims passed out before he could kill them? Because he's running this chainsaw. And it was just, the carbon monoxide poisoning would have made them pass out.
Again, it's a little suspension of
maybe that's
reality.
the way that you kill Art the Clown, is you. Well, obviously not from that.
Right, he was fine, right? So, but so was everybody else. So maybe it was just in a well-ventilated area.
Oh my God! So what was I talking about before then? Now that I forgot, Burger King. Yes, we went to Burger King, and I put the order in, and right now they have the haunted Addams Family meals and stuff, and they have Morticia's kooky chocolate milkshake, which is really good, and I highly recommend. So if you want to go get that before the end of the month,
pricey, but
it's like $4.89 or $4.98
totally
for
worth it.
The chocolate shake. It's a large size chocolate shake. It is really all my kids we were all like, wow. My oldest son was like, they should make this a regular. This is really good. It's like chocolate cake batter with fudge and sprinkled purple and black cookie
everything
stuff on it.
It's like a take 5 there.
Yeah. So we get home, and I'm like, they hand me the big bags, and they hand me the shakes and all stuff, and I'm like, okay. And I looked in the bags, and I'm like, okay, there's Whopper nuggets. Okay, Jilly's nuggets are here. Chicken sandwich for my wife. Okay, everything's here. Okay, cool. And I saw the fries just over in the corner. I'm like, okay, great. We get all the way home, and they forgot one of my large fries. So there was 6 of us eating dinner, and normally I get 3 things of fries, and then we just spread it around large ones. But they didn't give me my large fry that I had ordered. And we only had 2 of, it was like some combo deal where you can get 2 small fries, 2 drinks, and 2 Whoppers or something. I got that. So it was only 2 small fries anyway. So I'm like, now there's 5 of us, and I didn't eat any fries. And I was just like, so they shorted me on my fries. Well, you know what I did? I went and opened the Burger King app. Yeah. And on the app, right there, you can, because I'm still logged into my account, you can see your last order. And you click on the last order, and it says something like, Was there an issue? Can we help?
Oh my goodness.
And I'm like,
on the
why?
app.
Yes, you can, Burger King.
Oh my
yes,
goodness.
you can.
There it is.
So I click on the thing, and this little digital assistant thing pops up, little AI assistant, and like, hey, how can we help you with the so-and-so? We see your last order. You had this and this and this. Was something missing, or what was the problem? And I clicked on missing items, and then like it says, select the item that was missing. And I was like, large fry. And then click through again, and it's like, okay, we got that. It was just a large fry. I'm like, yep, yes, confirm. Okay, great. We're going to put a $3 credit on your account for the fries, and we're so sorry about the inconvenience. We hope does this satisfy your fix the problem? And I'm like, yes, absolutely. Boom, click yes. And they said, all right, thanks and have a great day.
Oh my
Burger
goodness.
King. And I'm like, why can't McDonald's do that? Because McDonald's lost my 10-piece nuggets
and
somehow
been,
from the station, from one station over to the window. And I don't know, like, why can't it be that easy? I'm like, Burger King, A+ for your app
going. Well, again, though, giving you a capability of voicing a problem.
Absolutely. Right? And then quickly saying, well, really great, you're logged into your account right now. We'll put a $3 credit on it. And then it came up at the end and said, like, that I have to use the credit by like the end of November. I'm like, that's fair. I mean,
Get it done.
So I have
right?
like a month to go use my $3 credit.
Right.
Like, that's fair.
I mean, we're not, we do, support McDonald's too. It's just,
we do. And then, there's nights
it would have been nicer
McDonald's,
to
and there's nights
have a better
Burger King, and there's nights when the drive-through at McDonald's is just too damn long, and you go to Burger King, and then there's two. Okay, so we're on to the surprise.
Oh, yes.
The one of two, because I have two surprises tonight.
Oh my gosh. Okay, first one.
So this one, I saw this online, and I ordered it, and it's a Would You Rather horror edition.
Okay.
So you have two choices. You could just to lead off to give you the taste.
Okay, and it's a book. It's a book.
It is a book. It is a book, and it has different ones in it. And I
don't know when the last time I've seen a book. To be honest with you.
Or yeah, when's the last time I read something? Right.
You've cracked into it already. Yes.
Yeah. So would you rather?
Okay.
Risk the consequences of summoning Bloody Mary when you repeat her name 3 times, or invoke the chaos by uttering Beetlejuice's name 3 times?
Oh, I think Beetlejuice. Just because I think it'd be funnier. Yeah. More fun.
A funner death?
A funner, yes, exactly.
More
a little
fun,
more comical
more
as opposed to slasher.
Gotcha. So this book is like 120 pages of all these different.
Sweet mother! Well, you're going to have some busy reading to do.
And I know, right? What was the other one?
And now you got to find if there's an Art the Clown one in there.
Oh, I do. I should. It says it's for teens and adults. So
I would say it would be all over.
Serious. Okay. Would you rather have a puppy that can read and understand your thoughts, even your most private ones, or have a puppy that is not what it seems and can shed its skin and transform into a demonic creature at will?
Oh, sweet mother.
So know your deepest secrets and know everything and communicate with you and talk to you and or just have it turn into a demonic dog.
Huh.
Which one? What would you pick?
I think I'd stay away from demonic dog though, because that could turn on you.
I think so.
Right?
I think we could build trust between the thoughts and
right.
The whole
I do feed him, so it would be kind of a.
I'm like, what stays in my bedside table drawer stays in my bedside table drawer.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
that's like I would have that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Let's stay away from demon pants.
Would you rather visit an island so densely populated by venomous snakes that you are never more than 3 feet away from death, or be stranded on an island inhabited by an inbred family of cannibals?
Whoa.
Venomous snakes 3 feet away from death, or inbred family of cannibals?
God, jeez.
I mean, would it be like
3
Brady
feet
Bunch
all
or
the
something?
time, though? I mean, at least you kind of.
I don't think I could handle that. I think at least with an inbred family of cannibals,
you've got a little space.
I think I could find some me time still someplace.
Maybe. I mean, even a tree, if you could think about it.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, snakes.
Like before they eat you.
God.
And then if like they're going to eat me because they're cannibals, then well, okay.
They'd have to
I'd rather
they're not going to keep you alive.
that happen
Venomous,
first than be snakes and bitten to
a lot of torture there with the snakes.
I agree.
So I have to go with cannibals.
Hold on, I haven't read any. Those are only
you're just randomly popping. That's good.
I'm just
no.
pages.
That's how this should work.
Tread the creepy trails of New Jersey's Pine Barrens Forest under the foreboding shadow of the Jersey Devil, or brave the mysteries of Point Pleasant, West Virginia, where the mountains where the Mothman ominous red eyes follow you in the darkness. Have you heard about the Mothman from
I've heard
West
of both
Virginia?
of those. Yes, actually, I have. I think the devil, because
I'll go
isn't
West
the devil
Virginia.
like some mauled. It seems like a mauled animal kind of a thing.
Something like that.
Mothman's more. That's more of a mystery kind of thing.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So how about this one?
Okay.
Stumble upon an underground laboratory filled with horrific experiments in a public government building, or discover a locked room filled with macabre art and Is it macabre or macabre?
Macabre.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Why is it spelled macabre?
I just think it's
Fucking English language.
I know, right?
Or is that a French word? I don't know. Whatever.
It could be.
Discover a locked room filled with macabre art and sculptures made of actual humans and animals in a school.
Oh no, the first one.
You think finding the experiment?
They're going to be like in those
government
weird
building.
ass tubes, right? So they're not going to be like coming out of you or anything, right?
So
Or
I don't think
cages
that
or
they
whatever.
would.
It's not going to be like cabin in the woods kind of scenario where they're just going to release them all. You find them, they're going to be all locked up, right?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I guess. Okay. Oh, this is a good one. Would you rather succumb to a tragic demise at the hands of a mere acquaintance. Jesus Christ, start over.
It's because you're reading. You don't read well.
I don't read. Big words are
Big
hard
words.
for Pern. I don't math either. Okay. Would you rather succumb to tragic demise? I got demise right.
You got that one.
God,
That's
yeah.
a long one.
At the hands of a mere acquaintance or a stranger, or meet the grim end from a loved one or a family member, the betrayal making it all the more gruesome.
I guess stranger.
Yeah, I'd rather have it be
don't
like,
need
I hardly
that,
know you. I don't need a family.
But then it's like, well, why? Why you? Kind of thing. It's like just out of the blue. But then,
Yeah.
you're gone. So it wouldn't, twix.
Oh,
you.
hey, back to the dog one. If you'd rather have a puppy that did
Yeah,
one thing
the
or the other
talking one.
So they have little fear facts underneath for some of them. And this one said, fear fact, dogs enjoy squeaky toys because it mimics the screams of their prey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I never knew that.
My dog, the new Great Dane,
Mm-hmm.
Lyndon, he takes the toy and just whips it like the hardest thing. And I can't believe it's not giving him brain damage because he's whacking this thing across his head
Right.
because he's whipping it left and right each time. But yeah, I can imagine that being like a rabbit and they're trying to break its neck because he's just whipping it. Like, I guess animal instinct for him. And he's just got to break this thing's neck.
Yeah.
But he's just whipping it.
Just
yeah.
clocking himself on.
Okay.
So would you rather, I think this will be the last one and then
Okay.
we might move forward. Would you rather live with one foot in the grave by constantly attempting insane daredevil stunts,
Right.
or have no control over the crazy things you do when it's a full moon because the moon made you do it?
Those don't make any.
Well, I mean, yeah. Are you going to be like a guy that wants to get on Jackass and be that? With he's a daredevil, doing stupid shit like that, or would you rather have the moon take control of you every full moon for one
With
night
no consequences?
with no
Oh,
consequences?
yes, that one. That'll work.
Ow.
Just blame it on the moon. It's always the moon.
Okay.
It's always the moon.
I thought it was Blame It on the Rain. Oh,
It
wait,
is
that's Milli
that too.
Vanilli.
Oh, they're making a big comeback too.
Moon. Yeah, yeah. Blame it on the moon.
Okay, well, you got to test me. It's my turn.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
My
Okay.
turn. For the Halloween, we have, we all are scared of everything. So I went out and got a bunch of the phobias.
Gotcha.
The list of phobias.
Not me, because Terrifier 3 did not
Never
scare me at all.
No. So these would be different fears
Okay,
that other people
phobias.
have.
I don't like spiders. I'll say that
anxiety.
right now. I do
Oh, so
not
that
like
is a
spiders.
thing.
That
So, yeah.
used to be a terrible phobia of mine, and now I just deal with it.
Oh,
So,
right,
but I
right,
still
right,
do not
right,
like
yeah.
spiders.
So we know the definition of a phobia is an anxiety disorder that causes an irrational, excessive, or persistent fear of an object, situation, or concept. So that's kind of what we're going with. So these
Okay.
are the different ones, and it's a 2 real, 1 fake. So,
2 real, 1 fake.
Yeah, 2 real, 1 fake.
Oh man,
Okay.
I'm never good at these.
and they each have kind of little themes to them. Okay, so let's see if you can also figure
Okay.
out the themes.
Okay. Hit me.
Okay, the first one is called dentophobia. It's a fear of dentists.
Oh, I thought you meant like dents.
The
in
second
cars.
one
Okay.
is musicophobia. It's a fear of theatrical musicals.
Hmm.
And number 3, Jesus. See, now some of these are like so impossible to pronounce. Botanophobia.
This is the fake one.
Fear of houseplants.
That one, because you couldn't pronounce it and you were trying to sell it.
No, it's botanophobia is a real one.
Damn it.
Fear of houseplants. The second one is musicophobia. It's
Musicophobia.
fear of
That just sounds stupid.
musics.
Sorry.
Musicals.
Okay.
Yeah.
I should have picked that. I was just so ready to jump
And I was
on that
going
last
for
one.
a
I was like,
house-
oh, you're going to try to throw me on this. I'm taking the last one. Okay.
Yeah,
all
right. I was going for a Little Shop of Horrors there because it was dentist.
Yeah.
plants
Oh, right.
Yeah,
And the
so there you
plant
go.
and the.
So that's what I was going with.
All
Okay.
right, good one.
So
Good
here's one. Okay. So glenohumophobia. It's a fear of shoulders.
Did you have to practice that, saying that?
I did.
Jesus. Okay.
Genophobia is a fear of knees.
Genophobia?
Genophobia.
Genophobia. Okay.
And podophobia is a fear of toes.
I'm going podophobia.
Those are a fear of toes?
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, I know there is a fear of toes. I just didn't know if that's what it was really called.
That is what it's called.
Okay.
Podophobia.
What was it?
Glenohumophobia.
The one you had to practice.
The shoulders one.
The one you had to practice.
But I went
to make
shoulders,
it sound
knees, and
like-
toes there.
Oh,
Did you catch?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah, fear of shoulders, fear of
Again,
knees, fear of
Pern
toes.
can't math.
It's all
so,
good. No,
okay.
because you're getting them all. You're trying to
Right.
kind of figure it out.
Okay.
Okay. So this one, the next one is cyberalgophobia. That is a fear of losing the internet. The second one, I just lost my list. Okay, here we go. Second one, decidophobia, fear of making decisions. And the nomophobia is a fear of not having your mobile phone.
Nomophobia. No. Oh my God. I hope to God it's that one. Nomophobia.
You think that one's
Yes.
the fake one?
Yeah.
No, that's not the fake one.
God.
That is a true one.
That's hysterical. Nomophobia.
Cyberalgophobia is not.
Oh, the first one?
Yeah, the first one, losing your internet connection. is not.
Well, believe me, our internet went out. Kids came home from school like 2 days ago, or over on, I guess it was Friday, and the internet was out for like 20 minutes. And like, Dad, is there a reason the Wi-Fi is not working? Dad,
20 minutes.
Dad.
Yeah, right?
Is there a reason the Wi-Fi is not working?
Yes. Now you have a book they can read.
Yeah. That's what I told him. I said, oh, do something like old school, like go read a book or something. Jesus.
TV
20 minutes later, I'm like,
TV
hey, did the
wasn't
Wi-Fi
out,
come back here?
right?
I'm like, oh, yeah, it's back. It's
No,
back.
thank gosh.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
you
because
don't
our
see 'em,
Wi-Fi
right?
and it's all through the same
Oh,
provider.
it
So
is.
the
You're
whole
right.
cable system
Yes.
is down.
Everything's down.
Wi-Fi, everything. And
Wow.
Dad, is there a
Oh,
reason
come on.
the Wi-Fi is not working?
That's funny. It's not like you lost electricity or anything. You just,
Yeah. You know, right?
Yes. Okay, I'm sorry. I
many more
got
do
a
we
couple
have?
more. I got
Okay, couple
three
more. Okay.
Chromophobia is a fear of colors.
Mm-hmm.
Xanthrophobia is a fear of the color yellow. Monochrophobia. Jesus. Monochrophobia is a fear of no color.
I'm going with the second one.
Xanthrophobia.
Yeah.
That is actually true, a fear of color
Fuck
yellow.
off.
They had a bunch of them for almost every color. Like if you fear the color blue or green. I was like, good.
Or
How do you
cyan.
walk around? Like, how
I
do you
fear
not?
the cyan ink cartridge.
Yeah, it was monochrophobia.
And is it
the fear of
cyan
no
or
color.
cyan? Is it, what's the ink
Cyan, yeah,
Yeah.
CYAN,
Yeah.
cyan, yeah. Monochrophobia was the fear of no color. That was
That was a good one. That one
was a
sounded
fake
real.
I
That
went
one
for
really, I
monochrome.
was like, that was the first
when
one
I did.
rolled
I was
out.
a monochrome,
Right.
And I took it.
Yeah.
apart. Yeah.
I totally ruled that one because it sounded good.
Sounded
good
fair,
job.
right?
Okay.
Well, okay. So the weirdest thing is though, I actually looked up for the fear of shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
I actually looked up the scientific name for the shoulder, and
Oh, and then pulled the word from that.
glenohumerus,
Right, because the
is a
humorous and
shoulder.
the, yeah. Good one.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Wow.
getting tricky on you.
You must have been bored at work this week. Sorry, can we say that? Can we say that?
I was
on-
actually
on
doing
Saturday.
this on my
Okay.
weekend. I had my homework done
Right.
early.
Good save. Good
right,
save.
right, yes.
Doing it on the weekend. Yeah, good one.
Barophobia.
Wink, wink.
Barophobia is a fear of gravity.
Or barfing.
Barophobia.
Barfophobia.
Barophobia.
Okay.
A celestrophobia is a fear of the sky.
Okay.
Astrophobia is a fear of thunder and lightning.
First one.
The first one is true. Celestrophobia is a fear of the
See,
sky.
that sounds real
Because I went
too.
celestial because of this.
Right. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, there we
like
go.
that was a good one.
Yeah, I know.
That
There's
sounded like a
another
real
one.
thing. I
Right?
think, I
And it
think
could
you
be-
should submit
maybe
that
there's-
to be the name for,
I think
for
there
that
is a
thing.
different one
If there's
for
not
sky.
one.
Okay, and last one. Here we
Okay.
go. Trypophobia is a fear of holes.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say tripe.
Pobophobia or phobophobia is a fear of fears.
Wait, pobophobia or phobophobia?
Phobophobia is a fear of fears. And a fenestrophobia is a fear of windows.
A fenestra?
Fenestrophobia.
Phobia, a fear of windows.
Mm-hmm.
What were the first two again?
Trypophobia is a fear of holes.
Okay.
And phobophobia is a fear of fears.
I'm going to go tripe.
You're going for the first one?
Yeah.
No, that's real.
Fuck.
It's the last one. Fenestrophobia. The scientific term for a window is a fenestrel.
Oh, I knew. See, Pern doesn't English very well either.
Again, I don't know how you would have gotten window
Big
out
words.
of fenestrel, right?
Big
It's
words.
Just not right.
Pern
So there you
can't
go.
read big
so
words.
there we fear a bunch of weird stuff. And there were some that were just off the wall. I can't believe someone can get through life fearing what they fear in that.
Oh yeah, I know people that are like deeply like have
Terrifying.
issues to stuff where you're like,
just
like really like quarter-inch sliced tomatoes? You're really afraid of that? What? I mean,
right, yeah, like tomatoes in the shape of triangles. Yes.
Yeah,
oh my
exactly.
God, Jesus.
What?
Yes.
No way.
Okay, do we want to do our taste test real quick?
Yeah.
Because I do have a taste test.
Because he's
I was
going to
out.
surprise me with a taste. He told me we're having a taste test, but I don't know what it is.
You don't know what it is, and again, it's not crazy. It's a candy because again for Halloween.
Halloween, because this is our last
and
Halloween episode of season 1.
Exactly. And I was out at the Target. And I saw
The
this,
Target.
and I was like, oh my gosh, what the hell is this? It was an assortment pack of Haribo gummy versions. So I have 5 different
different. He's
little
got the little
packs.
bags. He's got
Yes, they're little
are
baby
these blind,
packs.
or do I just have to guess the flavor?
No, what I'm going to do is we're just going to test them, taste test them, because I've had all of them.
Oh, okay.
Except the cola ones. There's a
I love the cola ones.
Happy Colas.
I love Happy
right?
Colas. Oh my God.
And I also read, remember you said the little wax Coke bottle things? You are supposed to chew the wax.
What?
You drink
We always bit the top off, spit it out, and drank the Coke out of it, like you're drinking a little Coke.
But because of the way it is all packaged together, like, like the wax
Why
teeth
would I
were
want
a
the
thing.
wax crap in my teeth?
It's because it used to be a thing when they chewed a wax, like they would chew gum. And
really?
the wax is that. Yeah. So it would flavor the wax.
Wow.
But then it was like, the fruit stripe gum only lasted like so short a time.
right.
It'd be done. You just spit the wax out. But yeah, so that was a thing. So, but they have the whole
Okay,
the
so what
Happy
flavors we got?
Cola ones.
Which I've had before, but I love them. So hand some over.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Here you go. You can take that one.
Oh, well, I've already had. I thought we both were trying them.
Well, we can. I
Okay, go
haven't
through the
ever
flavors.
tried
Okay,
those,
what's the next one?
This one's the Sour Bats.
Ew, sour bats. Let me see that.
They're actually that I've had. Those
are
good.
cute.
They're all
Those
like
are
little
cute.
bait chaps.
Sour
they're
bats.
bat shaped
Okay.
bats. Yes. This one is the ghostly gummies.
Oh, so these are all Halloween ones.
Yeah. Because
Okay,
they were in the
ghostly
pack
gummies.
to hand out for
Okay,
kids.
gotcha.
And then this one is a twin snakes, but one of the snakes is sour and the other one is just sweet.
There.
So it's kind of funny.
So it's sour
So you
and
can just
sweet.
like bite both their heads
right,
off and just
the
eat them all
twin
at
snakes.
once.
Okay,
or you
cool.
can try picking which one is not sour.
Okay.
And then they have the actual regular.
Just the regular
ones. Yeah.
I will pass on those because,
because
I
that's
think
just
those are. I've had those a million times.
Oh, yeah,
and
we
I
know
really
what
don't
those
like
are.
the mini versions. of
Really?
those. I don't. Because they get too hard. They're not soft, and they're like
really?
Okay, but I will try sour bats.
Okay, and I have doubles of everything too. So
Oh,
I
okay.
can try
Oh, so
mine.
these are all mine.
Yeah, those are all yours.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you.
And these are mine. So yeah, we can
Sour
go to
bats?
bats. Now I've
Sour
had the
bats it
bats, and they're really good. But you try the bat.
Okay.
And we're gonna just rip into these real quick, and they just kind of pull apart really from the top. So easy open for children, so you can start eating them as you're trick or treating. But the bats have a unique sour flavor to them.
That is very unique.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to place it. It's the lemon citrusy.
Yes, and it's very. I love them. Those are my favorite ones. Yeah, those are some dead spaces we try to
Right?
chew the gum.
I'm literally sitting here with
Gummy
the
bear
look on my face like,
just going.
what the fuck
Well, you're
did
trying
I
to
just eat?
figure it out.
I am. I'm sitting there with that look like, what did I just
really
eat?
like that. So it's not so sour like a Sour Patch Kid where it's all like sour right at the front and then.
Well, but Sour
it's
Patch
sour
Kids
the
are also
whole time.
covered with sugar, so they go from sour to sweet.
Right, I know, but it's done.
these
there.
kinda stayed-
These just stay sour the whole time.
Okay.
and you can't get past that. But the Sour Patch Kids, once you lick off the outside, it's just done.
All right, I'm going for ghostly gummies next. Okay.
Ghostly gummies. Okay. Oh yeah, it's these guys. Okay, yeah. So these aren't like crazy over the top, but they're pretty good. I dropped mine. Hold on. I dropped mine all over the floor.
Nope. I see it down there. These just
I'm just going to
remind me.
grind these right into the carpet.
These just remind me of the fiber gummies I have every night, so I can poop regularly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they just taste like
And
that.
it has that kind of flavor to it?
Yeah,
Because some of these flavors on these are unique.
because they want you to eat the gummies so you poop.
No, that's what it is. That's what it is.
yeah.
Yeah. So with this
I got
one,
some upstairs. I'll bring if you want to try one.
So I can poop.
It'll make you poop when you get home.
I got to ride home. I got to get home. I
Oh,
can't
that's
be
true.
pooping on the
Could
side
take
of
it
the
with
road.
you. I'll put it in a little Ziploc baggie for you.
I have plenty of gummies right here. But they have
sure.
different flavors, and these are shaped like little skeleton guys.
Wait,
Like
which
the
ones
little
are we
long
doing
ones.
now?
This was the ghostly ones.
Oh,
Those were the
ghostly.
ones.
Yeah.
They had the little skeleton
they're
guys
little-
in them,
oh,
and there's
yeah,
some
little-
pumpkins and a bunch of other.
Oh, I got a
scary
pumpkin.
things.
I thought it was like a Pac-Man ghost at first.
It, right, it
Then I
kinda
turned it
looks like
over
that,
and
right?
saw,
Yeah,
it's a
then
pumpkin.
it's a pumpkin. Yeah. But the flavors to that are not the same as like the regular Haribo flavors. That's
Right.
a grape and got some other ones. And then which ones are you doing now? The Coke?
Sure.
Are you saving the Coke ones?
Well,
Because
we can save. I've had the Coke ones. We can save the Coke ones. Let's
I'm
go-
not
let's-
really big on the Coke ones.
Oh,
so.
really?
Yeah, I haven't tried these yet. So maybe I'll try this one.
I'm going Coke.
Okay, let's try the Coke one.
I went back and just had a sour bat. Yeah, I'm liking that more than
The Sour Bat.
ghostly ghouls or whatever that was.
Yeah, well, those are just like regular gummy bears. Now, see, and this is the biggest out of the whole thing, and you get like
because these
4
are
or
the
5 in
regular
there.
size Coke.
Yeah, these
ones
are the
that they put like in the big
size.
like
These guys, they actually
yeah.
kept
These
it
aren't
the
mini
same
size. These are
Now, why is it half colored? Is it the whole flavor, or is it just half the flavor?
no. It's like half the soda got poured out. Like you're halfway through the drink.
Oh, okay.
So at the top is like the glass bottle,
Okay.
and the bottom's colored.
Okay. Oh, okay. So this isn't. Oh, wait.
I love these. These are probably like my third favorite gummy or Harborough product.
Really?
Number one is absolutely Happy Cherries. Have you had Happy
Okay.
Cherries?
No, I have not.
Oh my God, I've got a 5-pound bag in the kitchen. Seriously, I do.
Wow.
I will go get you when we're done.
Oh my
You're having
gosh.
some Happy Cherries.
I've never had those before.
And then the regular gummy bear thing. What they're
the
not called
Haribo.
gummy bear. Whatever. Yeah, the regular ones, the traditional standard sizes.
Right. Yeah.
And then the Coke's third.
Okay. Yeah.
I love the Coke one. I'm a cola Coke
Really?
person anyway. So
Okay, and the snake one is interesting because you don't know which one's the sour one.
do we have to bite them both at the same time? Are we doing it that way?
You can do one or the other. I pull it apart and eat each one, but I'm hoping to not get the sour one because here's my thinking. I'm like that save the best for last scenario.
And you like sour.
I love the sour
He's the
one,
sour.
so I'm waiting
He's the
for
big
the sour
sour
one. So I'm
puss.
like, dang it! But I have
Remember,
done it
Pern's
where
the
it's
happy
both.
fun one. Dave's the
I'm
sour
the sour
puss.
puss. Exactly. Yes, I'm the. Yeah,
Okay, sweet and sour side.
I'm more Waldorf than
Oh,
you
so
know.
you never know. Oh yeah, going back to our
Yes.
Muppets,
Yeah, there we go. Our
throwback.
Muppets episode.
Exactly.
You don't know really which one is the
'Cause
sour
it
one.
could
Like,
be-
it's not
it
always
could-
the green one.
It's not always
not
the same color
yellow
one.
It's not
Wow,
always the
that's
purple one.
mischievous.
It's not always
That is
the blue
Halloween
one.
spooky.
I just think, yeah, they just kind of run it through. But yeah,
All right,
if you
I got
do
blue
both
and
of
red.
them- Okay, and mine's green and yellow.
All right, I got blue and red. I'm going with. Ugh, if I'm pulling them apart, why are their heads and tails stuck together?
Yeah,
like that?
I
That's
think
kinda-
because they're like Siamese
oh,
twin
twin
snakes.
gummy snakes.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I'm going red first.
So mine, the yellow one was not sour. It's the green one that's sour.
I can't tell if this is sour or sweet. I think this is the sour one.
You definitely know the sour one because it's like the bats.
Okay. Trying the blue one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely the green one. The
Right.
first one was the sour one.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
So again, and I like that staying power through the whole candy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Well,
yeah,
good call.
Very good.
Oh my
right?
god! And you brought me a whole bag of these. You said?
Yeah, you got all those. Those are all yours.
Oh no, I meant there's more in the bag for me.
No
I
shit,
just
no.
said-
No. Oh, well, you got the regular Haribo ones, but you have those already.
yeah,
So, I mean, I do have a bag at home, but they're slowly diminishing.
I was kidding. It was sarcasm, Dave.
No,
Don't
I'm
you know
just
I
saying.
minored in sarcasm in college?
No, I didn't.
Oh my gosh.
I minored in being oblivious to it's all that.
I'm
So I
getting
have
that.
no idea
After
what
35 years of friendship, I'm
It's just
finally getting that.
completely getting it. Well, it took
Finally.
a podcast to come up
to
with
bring that up. 40 episodes of the
40
podcast.
episodes
and a-
every week, yes, straight to figure it out. Yes,
Oh
there
my
you
gosh.
go.
Okay, I got one more thing
Okay,
that we're
great.
going to do before we wrap up
Cool,
our Halloween.
cool, good.
And just so you know, we're going to skip
We're
sports and stuff
carrying.
tonight
Then
because
we're carrying over our other
we're already
a taste test too.
yeah. And
so
we have a second taste test.
we do.
We're
I
going to
brought
carry that
it,
over to
yes,
next
and
week
it's
because we had
back
so
there,
much
so
stuff
I'll
for this
show you
episode.
after, but yes.
Oh my gosh.
But-
so the last thing, I also ordered this one. I ordered the book.
Oh, no.
and it is
Is it another book?
the horror movie edition of Trivial Pursuit.
Oh, no way. Okay, that's
Okay, we're going to pull some cards. Now, normal Trivial Pursuit, originally, when it first came out in the 80s,
yes,
it was like hard as shit. Or maybe I was just too young and stupid.
I
don't know.
That's a lot of it, because I think now I can do a lot of the questions, but they always seemed a little specific, but the question always had part of the answer in it.
Oh, yeah.
Because you kind of could figure it out from the question. So you really had to read that into it.
Okay. So anyway, I was online on Amazon. God, it was
Yeah, you kind of had a field day.
Right? I did. I got the book and the Trivial Pursuit Halloween, or not Halloween, just horror movie edition. It's 100 years of horror movies. So it's all the genres.
Oh my Jesus.
And the little box that comes in, it looks like a little wedge that you put in when you win.
That's a good one.
Put your wedge thing in. There actually is a game version of this. You get a die that has one color on each side, and you're supposed to roll it, and then the other person asks you that color question.
Right.
And if you get it right, then you hold on to that card, because that means that's your wedge, basically.
That's your wedge.
You've got it.
So,
it takes away the whole board thing and going around a board and all that.
Having all the little pieces hanging around.
So we're not going to do that tonight. I will play it like that at some point, but I just want to go through the cards.
Of course.
I'm going to say right now, if I can get 2 correct out of the, was it 5 questions? 6 questions
on the card.
It's 6 questions.
Okay.
So in different genres and stuff, and each color has the genre. I just don't. Oh, okay, here it is. Yeah. So red's monster, green is gore, little brain is psychological. Then there's paranormal, killer, and international.
Oh, perfect.
So there's the
international.
6 different
Jesus. Okay.
International horror.
Holy crap.
Okay,
that's
I'm just saying.
A tough one.
I'm just going to give you a half stack of the cards. I'm taking a half stack.
Okay, cool. And we're going to rattle some off.
And I'm just going to say the first person that can get 2 right wins.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Because I honestly, if these are going to be like real Trivial Pursuit questions, these could be hard. But I know my fucking horror movies. I'm going to go. Okay, I'll start with you.
Oh, I wouldn't know that.
Okay, you just have to. So just pick one question off the card.
Okay. Just random.
If you just think the others, just randomly pick one off the card.
And you know what? The print couldn't be any smaller. I can barely see. We have.
Oh right, and I keep him in a dark corner,
yes.
so this might go really quick.
Hold on, no.
Okay,
I'll just do my lights.
I'm gonna start you off with the snowball question.
Yeah, I just need a little light. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, this is under the psychological questions. What is the name of the villainous character Kathy Bates portrays in Misery? Fuck. We just talked about her 2 episodes ago.
We didn't actually.
I did say her name. Do you know the last name? If you give me the last name, I'll just let you win right now.
Annie.
It is Annie.
Potts. No,
Wilkes.
It's not. Wilkes.
Annie Wilkes.
So I only got half a point.
Okay, so you got one for. Oh, okay. Here, do you want me to go with another one for you?
No, do you want to alternate?
Okay, go for it. Well, you got to be faster than this now.
Sorry. Yes. Okay. I'm sorry. Yes. Then I have it.
Okay.
In Saw 2004, what foot did Dr. Lawrence Gordon force to? What foot is
right?
It was right. Well, you had a 50-50. So yeah, you got that one.
Dude.
That was good.
Know my horror movies. Bitch.
Oh, you do? That's good.
Okay,
cool.
In what decade is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre set?
In what decade?
What decade is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre set?
70s.
Yep, you're right.
There we go.
That was an easy one.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm giving you the snowball ones off here too. There are some.
Yeah, I mean, some of these are like directors. I wouldn't know any of the directors, to be honest with you.
Some I might not. There was one that was okay. Anyway, do you have one?
I do.
Okay, go for
it. In Pet Sematary, what type of vehicle hits Cage Creed on the highway near the family house?
Is it a Ford Bronco?
No, it was a dump truck.
Oh,
remember? It was a huge ass dump truck.
I think I only saw it. That was Pet Sematary?
Pet Sematary.
I think I only saw it like once.
Yeah, it hit the kid.
And I didn't see the remake.
Knocked the kid through. Yeah. Yeah. Well, the remake did the same thing, I think.
This is one that I actually mentioned a couple weeks ago. I don't think you're going to remember this character because I don't know, but this is your question.
Okay.
Actor Jeffrey Combs played what character in The Reanimator? I actually ordered his minifig and we talked about the character's name.
Was it the doctor?
He's Dr.
Oh, forget Giggles? I have no clue.
No.
I don't know.
Oh, he's not Kanye East. Is
it Dr. West?
Yes, Dr. Herbert West.
I wouldn't have gotten that one. Yeah, that was awful. I didn't get that.
Okay.
What is the first name of the child adopted by the Thorns in The Omen?
Oh, Damien.
It was Damien, right? Yeah.
I thought that was like a no-brainer. Okay.
Yeah, it was Damien. There, you see, you've already got 2.
I got 2.
You win.
Ooh, in what year is the Blair Witch Project set? What year is it set? Because
94.
You're amazing. That was correct.
No shit, was it?
94. It was released in 99, but it was set in 94.
Years before.
Yeah, because they found the tapes.
Yeah, I was trying to kind of come up with something. Jesus, I don't even know some of these movies. I can't even say if you would know them. Who directed The Wizard of Gore?
Oh God, I don't know.
Yeah, see, and it's like those are kind of.
Oh crap! I was pulling at something, but no, it's not there.
It's not there.
What is it?
Yeah, you wouldn't have known. Herschel Gordon Lewis.
Yeah, I did. I know that for some reason.
I did know that.
I did know Herschel Gordon Lewis. Yeah, he's the king of horror. Yeah, stuff. So on this card, there's actually at least two. I think you would get off with like no question. Okay, so the first one is what liquid in Signs turns out to be the instrumental in defeating the aliens. Yeah, I'm like that's a
that's a given, right? I mean,
like,
that's kind of the whole
little
ending,
girl has
right?
the freaking cups of water all over the house.
What's the water? Yeah.
In The Ring, how many days after watching the Sinister videotape does one meet their doom?
7.
Yep, exactly.
That's a good one.
And God, these are all easy on this card. You would totally win the game just off this card.
Just the one
In
card.
Silence of the Lambs,
yes.
What kind of beans does Hannibal Lecter say he ate the liver of a
beans?
Exactly.
Oh my gosh! So yeah, that whole card would have been a given because some of these on this one is like insane. I don't even know. What is the name of the place where Ash works at the end of the theatrical release of Army of Darkness?
Oh shit! I don't.
I can't remember the name.
I don't know.
Oh, S-Mart.
Yeah, S-Mart.
Be smart.
I didn't
shop at S-Mart.
Yeah.
Who in Final Destination appears in more than one film?
None of them.
Clear Rivers, Alex Browning, Wendy Christian, or Sam Lawton. See, and those are actual characters.
Oh, yeah. Like I would have to have actually paid attention to Final Destination.
I think it was the woman, Clear Rivers.
I'm sure it was a female. I'm sure it was.
What director-writer team made both Misery and The Princess Bride?
What director?
Yeah.
Was that not Bob Zemeckis? Oh my gosh. Oh, I want to say Bob Zemeckis, but it's not right. What is it?
Rob Reiner.
Oh,
you had it. You were in that. You were in that mode.
Yes. I was. Yeah.
I mean, and some of these are kind of impossible. Who directed Carrie?
God, I don't.
Yeah,
remember.
exactly.
Who was it?
It was Brian De Palma.
Oh shit! I did know that.
You did.
I did actually. Yeah, and some of
these are like over the top. Like
you'd have to know the movie. Like I never saw the movie Ginger Snaps in 2000. Like what country is Ginger Snaps set in 2000? Canada. Like of course.
As of 2018, The Thing was one of how many film collaborations between Kurt Russell and John Carpenter?
Wait, one more time.
As of 2018.
Yeah.
The Thing was one of how many film collaborations between Kurt Russell and John Carpenter?
3?
5.
5.
He was in Elvis.
Yeah.
Escape from New York.
Of course.
The Thing, which you count that one. Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah.
And Escape from LA.
Oh, I didn't. So, I had Escape from New York and I had.
Yeah, you had that one. I figured you did. And then you also had that one. So,
okay.
Get Out, The Ring, Hannibal.
Okay, this is my last one for you because we're just
we're kind of just
because I thought because this is a test. So we got a couple, but we didn't get a couple either. Okay, who directed the Grindhouse fake trailer for the movie Thanksgiving, which just then got released a couple years ago? He actually he made a fake trailer in the Grindhouse movies.
We talked about this too. God damn it!
He made a fake trailer, and for years fans were like, "Oh my god, is that really?" Because the trailer was awesome. Because it was like, "Oh my gosh, that looks like it's gonna be such a great slash movie."
I cannot come up with it. Who was that one?
Eli Roth.
I didn't.
Who just directed Borderlands?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
okay.
Borderlands one.
I can't even get one from. I can't even get you a softball. All of mine are like all over the place. Do you know the show Creep Show? You saw that one, right?
Yeah.
Do you know who directed it?
Oh, fuck no.
Yeah, George A. Romero.
No, okay, yeah, okay. Whatever, I'm done. All right, so happy Halloween.
Hey! Yes, that would be our last Halloween item.
We started off strong and finished with a fluttering.
A little bit.
I might have to cut some
of
that.
No, that was a good one.
It was, yeah.
Again, it's you got to know it and just reading off questions.
Well, guess what, listener? You won't have to listen to Halloween horror trivia until next October.
Because now we're going to filter these and you're going to have to figure it out.
Yes.
Or
shuffle
maybe
the deck
we'll have a sour gummy giveaway where you can win a set of gummy bears.
That would be
from this year.
So they're not stale and chewy
and
impact your teeth. Yeah.
would be perfect.
Okay.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, everybody. Next week, we start into November, and then there's that big thing coming up that everybody's talking about, and blah, blah, blah. And it's, Thanksgiving, obviously.
Yes.
So,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
So
we're
Thanksgiving.
gonna have good
Thanksgiving.
well, I got some good ideas.
And we got our Christmas prep stuff coming up. We'll have to save that for December, but we'll have to come up with 3 weeks of Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. Oh, yes. And then not just Thanksgiving, too, because there's a lot of build up to Christmas, too.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right. I will see you next week.
Definitely.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Pern and Dave, Let's Talk is brought to you by, Pern and Dave and
WebMD.
when you need to know, is this cancer? At 2 a.m. And the good people at Junior Mints.
Rarely enjoyed outside of a theater.
Till next time.